Happy fail forward Saturday because my first fail is that I forgot to record this on Friday. So it's not a fail forward Friday exactly, but close enough. And I wanted to do it on theme with our surprise announcement we had in episode 6 of Not Fully Qualified. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go check it out on YouTube, Spotify, or Apple Podcasts. So I'm throwing it back to when Waffles was a couple months old. And we live in an area that has a good amount of coyotes. And before I had Waffles, I just thought they were pretty cute. Would see them occasionally. They kind of look like a dog. And there's a lot of adolescents where we live, so they were even more cute because they're kind of smaller. And then we've seen a few bigger adults. And I think the most I've seen at a time was 4 at a time, a whole pack. Thankfully, I was with Taylor. They seem to be more scared of Taylor, I think because of his height. And he usually just flashes his headlamp or throws a rock at them if they get a little bit too close. For me, though, I think because I'm so much shorter, they realize they can probably take me. And so I've had a few scary run-ins, especially early on when Waffles was pretty young. So the first and scariest time was we were on a walk. Thankfully, we had only gone down our block, and there was 2 coyotes, and one had crossed the street and then hid behind a tree, and then the other one stayed on our side of the street, and they both started slowly walking towards us. And I'm yelling at them. That's not doing anything. I was like, I kind of remember something saying you should pick up your dog and get out of that situation. So I pick Waffles up. She's like 40 pounds at this point, so pretty big dog for me to pick up. And she's squirming, so it's extra hard. And then I'm panicking. Thankfully, I had my AirPods in, so I was able to call Taylor, ask him to come. This nice gentleman who was walking his dog actually saw us and said, oh, I'll go scare them off. So thankfully, they were already gone by the time Taylor got to us. But it was pretty scary, and I actually thought Waffles ate my AirPod because she ripped it out of my ear, but thankfully I found it on the ground. And what I learned from that fail was if you have known predators in your area, maybe give them a quick little research on what their habits are, what might work to scare them off, because you definitely don't want to end up in a situation that gets even spicier than that. So with coyotes, if you bang something loud or if you throw kind of rocks in their direction, they tend to scatter, shine a headlamp at them. Yelling for me personally didn't work, but I don't really have a really loud yell. And you should never turn your back on coyotes like I did, because they can sneak up on you. And making the eye contact gives a certain level of confidence. And then you should never run, because that can trigger their prey response, and they are faster than humans, so you definitely don't want to do that. You want to back away slowly, basically without breaking eye contact, but also being aware in case there's coyotes somewhere else and they're kind of enclosing upon you. And hopefully that helps. We are getting ready for that surprise announcement that we mentioned in, again, episode 6 of Not Fully Qualified. So if you want to know what it is, go tune on YouTube, Spotify, or Apple Podcasts, and hope you have an awesome day.